I was Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. I always get it's so funny when I say that I was Chuck E. Cheese. People's reaction, no matter how old, they're like, "Oh my god, you were!" Yeah, it was like probably the best job I ever had, to be honest. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy Thatdudemcfly, aka Marlon Palmer. I should probably put that the other way around, but whatever, you get it. And I'm here with PTW, just playing some video games on some Nintendo Switch 2K18, not 19 because I think it's trash personally. But make sure you guys check out the interview. It's hard to say where I'm from, really. Well, when I think about where I'm from, like I just think high school. So like in that case, Maple. But like I grew up in Scarborough as well. Like I've lived everywhere. Watching TV for the most part, playing games with friends, especially like Manhunt and Cops and Robbers and shit. Ball was huge. That was like a big part of my life for most of my life as a kid. Fresh Prince, to be honest, I grew up on that show. It shows like my DNA. Like that show grew me. It taught me how to talk to women, like just everything. People tell me I remind them of Will Smith, but that's by complete accident. Like I don't realize I'm doing it. It's just that's how much the show was a part of my life growing up. For the most part, my mom was a joker too, so it just runs in the family. Like everybody in my family. Jamaicans, I find, are just naturally funny people, even when they're not trying to be. Like they can say the most simple thing and it's hilarious, but they think they're being super serious. So I think it has a lot to do with my culture and like just my upbringing. Yeah, my grandma had 18 kids, so I had a huge family, huge Jamaican family. And then I have 10 siblings as well. I have 6 brothers and 4 sisters. The Jamaican way, of course. I remember when I first got Super Mario Brothers 3, that was like my first game, first console, everything. And like, oh man, I got it for Christmas. And Christmas Eve, I woke up at like 4 in the morning and I opened it. I didn't give a fuck if I was gonna get in trouble. I didn't care. I just needed to play this game. Like, you know when you go to your cousin's house and they have all the games and you're like, what the heck is this life like? So then I was like, I'm finally gonna have it. And I couldn't wait. I turned the volume down. I didn't even hear what the game sounded like until the next day. Kaiser Sose. The guy from Usual Suspects. That movie blew my mind, man. And the way he got away with it, the way he made up the story, it was all good. It was sick. I see us finishing first again. I think we're gonna go 60-22 this year. I think we're gonna beat the record. We're a better team, so we should, technically. I was on Twitter, I was trying to find a name, and it was like 2009 when like everybody was just starting to get Twitter. And I didn't know what, I never had like a real nickname. People just always called me by my name. I don't know why it was. People would always just call me by my full name. It's not even like there was multiple Marlons. So it was weird to me. And then, so I never really had a nickname like that where I could just go to it like some people. So I was watching Back to the Future and I liked the name McFly. And I was like, I typed in that nigga McFly and I was like, I don't know how many people are gonna follow that nigga. It's 2009 before people think about this stuff. But I still was like, I don't know how many people are gonna follow that. Let me just make it something easy, and I just put Thatdudemcfly. Literally in class, I was thinking about using my resources at school. Basically, I was in taking pre-media fundamentals at Seneca, and you could order out a camera. And I realized that if you order one out on Thursday, you can get it for the whole weekend and not bring it back till Monday. It's like a cheat code. And so I borrowed the camera and I wanted to get these girls' attention. Me and my boy, we were trying to get these 2 YouTubers' attention, but they had so many fans, it seemed pointless trying to hit them up on Twitter. So we saw this challenge that they put out to their viewers, telling girls to like put on makeup as horribly as possible. And me and my boy literally called the girl over, got her to bring all her makeup, and we just imitated the entire video that they did. And they were the first ones to comment. First time we ever went out to LA, actually, we stayed at their house. So it just came full circle. It was weird. I had just done the MuchMusic VJ Search. And so that got my followers up, and so that definitely helped when I transferred over to YouTube, because a lot of people had just seen me on TV for like a week, and they wanted to see more content from me, especially all the people that were mad that I lost. So I was like, okay, if I just like keep doing stuff on YouTube, I don't know what to do, but if I keep doing stuff on YouTube, at least I'll keep people's attention or keep people's eye on me or whatever. And I think part of me felt like if I kept doing things media related, that Much would see that they made a mistake and like be like, all right, hey, let's just bring you on up here and give you a salary, buddy. We feel bad. I remember I was in Miami, and I can't remember what happened. Something happened and I didn't have money all of a sudden, and I was like just panicking because it was my first day in Miami and I have no money for the rest of the week. And I'm there with friends, so it's not that bad, but like still, you want money for yourself. I remember going on to my Google just to check what was going on with my views and stuff. And this pin had come in that I had applied for when YouTube asked me if I wanted to become a partner. And so I put in the pin, and there was $1,100 sitting for me there. And I was like, what? And I was like, wait, how did that, like, I guess it accumulated over time, and yeah, I transferred it to my bank account and ended up spending all of it in Miami. Like, I just felt so sick. It was dope. And I was like, okay, I guess YouTube makes money now. I guess I can try a thing. And I was working a dishwashing job like probably a year or two later, and I was on break, and I went to go buy food across the street, and people started like recognizing me and like taking pictures of me, and I'm in my work uniform. And I'm just like, I got back to work and I'm like, man, this is so weird. Like, why am I taking pictures in dishwashing? Like, it didn't make any sense to me. It just felt really weird. And so I basically just quit right there. Like, I took off my shit and just went out the back door. They didn't even know when I left. I feel really bad because I don't know if they had a dishwasher for the rest of the night, but yeah, I just left. I had to get out, man. And then every day for like a month, I made a video every single day until I made rent, and I was like, okay, I can do this, and I've been doing that ever since. First album I ever bought, Get Rich or Die Trying. Also the greatest album I ever bought. Coincidence? I think not. I think they think we have a president. I don't think they think we have a prime minister or how our government works at all, and yet we know everything. Like, it's super weird. I think they thought Doug Ford was our president at one point. Jesse Reyes, Sean Leon, Savannah Ray. My friend Symphony Soto, she just put out an EP, is amazing. Black is, his album was crazy. Daniel Caesar's new song's been on repeat. Mostly R&B. I like listening to R&B mostly. Oh, and Roddy Ricch, Die Young. Whoo, that's a banger. That song stole the summer in my opinion. Die Young, oh man, when you're in the club, you hear that song, got a bottle of Henny, ooh-wee. Well, Comedy Hype, it's crazy. I've been following them since they had like, probably like 200 followers on Instagram. And they just like, it was the only social media page I seen with like comedy news, like on black comedians especially. So I was like, I gotta follow this page. And like, we did a collaboration on a brand deal for Medea, a Halloween movie about like a year or two ago, and we just kept in contact, and he just hit me up randomly. It was just like, yo, I got this idea, I think you'd be really good, I see your takes on Twitter all the time, I like your perspective on things, how would you like to be a news correspondent, but not just do it how he does it. He wanted me to give my own opinion, basically my own personal opinion on it. So it was just really dope. It's nice to see that people value your opinion that much, that they would believe in you enough to make you a part of what they have going on. So that was really dope. We've never even met, so it's cool, man. I don't even know what he looks like. I was Chuck E. Cheese. Yeah. I always get so it's so funny when I say that I was Chuck E. Cheese. People's reaction, no matter how old, they're like, "Oh my god, you were!" Yeah, it was like probably the best job I ever had, to be honest, other than the job I'm doing now. Cause like I literally go to work, put on the suit, do like 2 or 3 birthday parties, like birthday dance or whatever, play video games with the kids, and then go in the back and make my own type of pizza. And Chuck E. Cheese pizza is the shit, so. I would make like stuffed crust pizza over there. Like I put as much cheese as I want. The crust would be like this high. I wouldn't even eat the pizza itself. Just eat the crust. It was great. Man, who did that restaurant? Damn. Probably Tyra Banks. Cause just she was Jackie. You know what I mean? And she was so fine on that show. I was like, my God. Her, Elmira on Family Matters. R.I.P. She was bad as hell. It was definitely somebody from a sitcom. I know that much. My grandma got me the 3s, and I was like, concrete 3. I was like, oh my God. And I wore those until like they spoke. Like the front would like open up, and it was I wore those every day, man. And I really believe that those shoes made me fly. It was insane. First time I did stand up was probably like 2011, I think. I didn't do it again until like 2014 because it was terrifying. First time I went up, had all my jokes written out word for word. Before, like, I didn't even listen to the comics before me. Like, I was just studying my lines. Got up there, didn't remember one of them, and ended up just talking about how does Precious take a shit for about 5 minutes. Because Precious was the newest, hottest movie at the time, and I didn't really know what else to talk about. I had just seen the movie that day. I had asked that question in my head during the movie. I figured maybe somebody else did, and yeah. I didn't do one again until, I think, Black History Month in like 2014 at Harbor Front Center. They asked me to do it, and I don't think they knew that I wasn't a stand-up comedian. But I didn't tell them because I needed the money. So I was like, yeah, I'm a stand-up comedian, sure. So I wrote up some shit, went up there. I forgot half my jokes and just improv'd the other half. And like up until that point, I still hadn't bombed. So I was like, okay, this is terrifying. But at least I think I'm funny. Like they're chuckling, you know what I mean? So it wasn't all bad. And then this year, I really been going at it, like probably done 7 shows this year. My whole writing style just got different, so I feel way more confident doing it. I think that's why I've been doing more. But yeah, it's been really fun lately. Shit, Rasta pasta right now. Still, the oxtail, it's just different right now. It's just tasting different with the coleslaw, white rice. Oh my God, yell them. I don't know, like. Nah. I like how safe it's portrayed to be, because it's comforting. That Guys of Canada is a safe place is a comforting feeling that I sit with. That, like, when I compare it to places in the States like Chicago and New York and Florida, like, I feel good that I can go to certain places and not feel a sense of fear, if that makes sense. We're better than we've ever been in terms of exposure and all that stuff. But nothing's happening with it. It's just staying there. Like, niggas are still in the city, doing the same thing, doing festivals of Mod Club once a year. Like, it's the same thing. You know what I mean? And, like, it's cool. Yeah, we're getting to a point where the city's embracing it, but find a way to branch out. You know what I mean? Like, find a way to say your shit, but not have to tap dance for America first. You know what I mean? Like, Drake had to tap dance for a little bit. He knew what he had to do. He had to play the game for a bit. And he knew that came with the price of probably getting clowned and whatnot. But those days I find are over. People, you go to LA right now. You say you're from Toronto. It's like you're the mayor, man. Like, people fucking love you. They ask you questions like crazy. You could be a janitor. As long as you're from Toronto, they don't care. They just want to know everything about the city. And you're way cooler to them now. Way cooler. And you got to take advantage of that, man. Like, it's not... There's only so long that they're going to fuck with us on that type of, like, you see them trying to get Drake the fuck out of here already at any given opportunity. So just growing the podcast some more, growing my YouTube some more, putting more effort into creating skits and developing my writing ability. I feel like my writing ability is the only thing that's really lacking. I think my acting is good enough for what I do, and it's just my writing needs to get better, because I do everything myself for the most part. The ideas are myself, I write them myself, I edit, I film them myself for the most part. So I just found a crack on YouTube for Photoshop and Final Cut, so I'm up to date on software for the first time ever. Feels good. I've usually been using like half versions, if that makes sense. I've been working with like half the software because I refuse to pay the $400, $500, $800 for software, or like Adobe's like $40 a month. I'm like, that's a gym membership. Why am I for editing a picture? Like, nah. I'm about to be back on YouTube this week, so look out for my YouTube channel stuff. Thatdudemcfly on everything. Thatdudemcfly on Instagram, YouTube. I'm about to make some more Instagram content as well. So yeah, I'm gonna be everywhere. I'm about to be annoying this fall and winter. Be very prepared. Gary Vee told me to put out as much content as humanly possible, so.